This general region of western Uganda is considered a hotspot. If you look on global maps of infectious disease risk, this place turns up red all the time. And yet, it's not evident when you're here exactly why.
We did a lot of readings from the medical field, the social science field, the humanities field, all around topics that we thought would be relevant to designing a research project about One Health, global health, world health, and hotspots in Africa.
Beyond just what a hotspot is, but also thinking about how we think about Ebola and where it was found and what the distances really are between viruses and between places and why we think of them in the way we do.
The statistics show that there is a propensity for new infectious diseases to emerge out of this place and spread.
And we thought that was curious, and it prompted us to put together a program to look at the history of virus research and the relationship between the environment and disease transmission in the communities living in western Uganda.
Before this trip, I had never done a field interview before, so just doing them with the help of professors who had been to Africa and conducted field work before with a lot of diverse communities across the continent, that was extremely helpful to me.
So figuring out what information you're getting when you're in the field compared to what sort of expectations you have for that information coming from the coursework.
Why do the diseases come from the other side?
The diseases used to come from that side because we share the common border with the country. That is the area.
So interviews were a big part of it about what makes a place healthy, to the people we were talking to, their perspectives on healthy and unhealthy places, their perspectives on the sort of research that people like Tony are doing.
There was an archival component about the research that took place there in the 30s and 40s, and we're trying to bring this together to provide a historical perspective for the work that's taking place in Kibale Forest right now.
And it's the
yellow spotted babbit.
To be an effective biologist and conservationist in the real world, it's impossible to ignore people.
I'm an historian, but for me it was the first time dealing with global health, One Health. It's something I didn't even know that exists.
It's impossible to ignore culture, people's beliefs, behaviors, needs, wants, desires, and also the history of people, why they're in a place and where they're going.
We each have different ways of trying to get at that information.
And we're really looking forward to digging in a bit more deeply with the field assistants as they work within the communities in Kibale and the surrounding areas.
And it might have real positive effects on the future of conservation and health in this area.